Now that we've talked about WordPress from a conceptual level and tried to approach the topic of when it's a good fit and not a good fit for your site, let's take a moment to walk through the entire process of getting a WordPress site up online, logging into the admin area, beginning to play with some things like plugins and themes, and then taking a look at the front end of a WordPress site. You shouldn't feel like you have to walk away from this video understanding how to be able to do all of this on your own. However, you are free to follow along with this step so that you could have a WordPress site up and running to practice with in the future. We'll begin our process of getting started with WordPress hands-on by going to the site webhostingforstudents.com, one of our hosting partner companies. We could go to Sign Up, choose a domain name, if you already have one, you could click that you already have a domain name and enter that here. However, we're going to search from scratch for a new site. Go through the sign-up process, making sure to fill out Treehouse as our student discount. Once we've completed the sign-up process, we should receive a welcome email that will let us log into the control panel for a new hosting account. With our new login information, we can click through to go to the control panel for our hosting site. Once we're logged into our hosting, we're going to search for the WordPress installer. This is what they look like with this particular hosting account. However, there are a number of different WordPress installers available that do essentially the same thing, which is give you a form to fill out, and then it automatically installs WordPress for you. Once we're finally ready, we can click Install, and WordPress will be automatically installed for us. Once WordPress is installed, we can then log in to the user area with the username and password that we set up during registration. We're now automatically taken to the back end of WordPress. So when we had talked before about the admin area or back end of WordPress, this is what it looks like in the current version by default when we log in. If we were to come under Appearance, we can see that we have a few different themes installed by default, and we can pick to activate or change our theme, simply by hovering over the theme and clicking Activate. If we then come and look at our site, we can see this theme applied. If we were to come back under Appearance Themes again, and activate a different theme, we would see that our WordPress site now looks completely different, styled with the new theme. Likewise, for plugins, if we wanted to add integration with Facebook into our site, we could simply search for a Facebook plugin, install and activate it, set up the new plugin, and then click through to the front end of the site to see those changes in effect. Adding and customizing plugins and themes is a pretty simple process and allows us to greatly customize what's possible to do with WordPress. From this simple demo, you can see that we've got WordPress up and running, seen what the back end looks like, as well as the front end of a WordPress site. And from here, you could continue the process of how to learn more about using the admin and front-end area of a WordPress site. Now that you've seen WordPress up and running and have a better understanding of what WordPress is and when it's a good fit from your site, you're ready to take the next step in your learning WordPress. From here, you can move forward with a track that will lead you into building sites with WordPress, or you can move in the direction of just learning how to use WordPress as a power user or someone who knows the ins and outs of managing content from the back end. So now you hopefully have a practice site up and running that you could use as you continue to learn more about WordPress.